Learning to Earning Pathways, or LEaP, is a program of the Ateneo Learning and Teaching Excellence Center Sugpat program that aims to enhance the capacity of underserved young people when it comes to employability.
LEaP is actually our intervention to help young people in Zamboanga del Norte, Zamboanga City, and Northern Samar. We have about more than 2 million out-of-school youth in the Philippines, and we see that this is still a pressing issue that we need to address. And aside from the educational challenges that our young people are facing, we also are seeing job skills mismatch among our young people.
Our hope is that through participation in this program, young people will have more opportunities to learn, to educate themselves. This is an added opportunity for learning outside of the school environment. And the hope is that they get to acquire skills that are needed for employment, that employers are looking for their applicants.
NExT LEaP stands for Nurturing Excellence in Training Young People. It is a capacity-building training program for youth-serving organizations from Zamboanga City, Zamboanga del Norte, and Northern Samar that aims to equip them in delivering employability skills training with an age-friendly and age-appropriate lens.
You know, we could have actually went through directly engaging the young people in the communities or the would-be participants of these youth organizations. But in our planning and when we were thinking about it, we saw the power of putting up systems and strengthening these systems for youth programming. And that's the reason why we partnered with youth and youth-serving organizations, because we want to capacitate them and we also want them to be part of the ecosystem that is focused on developing young people.
We had a very tough job selecting the 7 organizations per area to get into the NExT LEaP. What set them apart from the rest is the relevance of the work that they do in what we want to achieve in LEaP, which is to enhance the employability of young people. And at the same time, we see that these organizations also would find it relevant for them to be equipped on how they can do their trainings better.
Most of our youth organizations already know what they want to do with their young people. They just need to have like a mentor who would tell them that they are strong in this area and that they could harness this particular strength to be able to develop their programs and, you know, be motivated to implement these programs.
Out of the 21 youth-serving organizations that we were able to capacitate, we engaged a total of 61 youth development workers from Zamboanga City, Zamboanga del Norte, and Northern Samar. Through the NExT LEaP, they were able to learn about the positive youth development framework, and they also got the chance to assess their own organizations before assessing the needs of the youth that they're working with. They were also able to be exposed in different strategies on how they can create programs and facilitate the trainings that they do in an age-appropriate manner.
One of the most significant learnings I've gained from this training is that doing development work is basically anchored on theories, and there's these different developmental frameworks, planning tools, as well as training designs or strategies that would guide us to create more effective programs for the youth.
Marami akong natutunan sa NExT LEaP. Isa na dun is mas nag-improve yung skills ko in terms sa leadership. So, meron dun yung pinaka natatak talaga sa akin is yung choose relevance over novelty. So, kapag gagawa tayo ng program, so yun talaga i-choose natin yung if relevant ba yun siya sa community, if you need ba yun ng youth yung program mo dun sa certain community. Tapos meron din is yung facilitation techniques. Yun. Ito yung pinakamaganda kasi kung paano mo ma-engage yung sarili mo to the youth ba, ganun.
Ang kahalagahan ng training na ito, mapalawak pa yung aming knowledge mapalawak pa yung aming pag-intindi sa organization and sa bawat youth na nasasakupan ng organization namin.
When I became part of this training, I felt like I was a sponge, absorbing all the information because everything was new to me. Like I've never experiencing developing a youth program. And so when I attended here, everything was new. But I'm so grateful because the organization, the other organization, even the speaker, did an awesome job modeling to us how to use those organizers, how to analyze our strengths, weaknesses, our opportunities, and also the threats. And other than that, he introduced the tools that we can use before we design our project, which is the project tree and the objective tree, and he taught us techniques on how to use it. So it was very important for me because I was just designated this task and I just can't wait to apply it when I go back to my organization.
We want to apply the certain technicalities na nakuha namin dito sa workshop, dun mismo sa kung saan magro-roll out kami. Kasi sa organization namin, hindi pa siya nagsisimula dun sa planning. So wala talagang strategic planning. So parang this is the very backbone kung saan kami dapat magsimula. Ito yung starting line namin bago kami pupunta na sa community.
So the significance of this training for me, I can maybe apply the learnings to my work as PYDO, and baka pwede ko siyang ma-transfer yung ideas, yung learnings, yung topics na na-discuss dito on my future endeavors sa PYDO.
To the organizers of this as a whole, the YOMA, the SAP, the UNICEF, the Ateneo, Sugpat, I would really like to thank them for initiating these rare opportunities for us youth, giving us the opportunity we'll be able to make the youth more employable, more trained, and maximize the possibility for them to be employed.
You know, overall, our experience in NExT is something that is really exciting. I think that's the word I could use because it's the first in-person training we are doing right after the restrictions loosened up. And so it's so good to be back in the presence of our young people. So good to have an exchange of ideas with them. So good to see that they too are also very excited to implementing their ideas in their communities. And we can't wait to see our organizations grow in this fellowship in NExT.